beauty salons. They're not just for small talk and styling. They're a place where bonds are formed at the center of so many communities, making them a potential lifeline for victims of domestic abuse who have nowhere else to turn.
Clients may be isolated from all of the closest relationships in their lives, from their best friends, from their family members.
In some cases, abusers could allow victims to get their hair cut and nails manicured.
Sometimes it's because the abuser has a lot of ideas about their appearance and wants them to look a certain way. And so we truly may be the only consistent relationship that they still have in their circle.
According to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1 in 4 women have been victims of domestic abuse. Only after finally opening up about her experience did Nashville hairstylist Suzanne Post realize she was one of them.
It was when someone said the words, "This is abuse," that I actually took the time to research and find out what that was outside of the physical signs.
After leaving that abusive relationship, now Post is healing her wounds by helping other victims. She launched a course to train cosmetologists to spot the warning signs of abuse. Some are physical, thinning hair, bruising, scars. Others less obvious, but could be just as damaging.
The partner always accompanies the client to appointments, or if they're controlling or excessively jealous. If the partner won't allow your client to change their hair color.
We took the 20-minute online course ourselves. It teaches cosmetologists and really anyone what to look for, which questions to ask, and where to call for help. Tennessee and Illinois have already made it a mandatory program for beauty professionals. And U.S. Senators Marsha Blackburn and Tammy Duckworth want to expand with a new bipartisan bill that would incentivize all 50 states to implement what has worked so well for theirs.
What do you think it is about being in a salon that makes women so comfortable to open up?
Salons are great places for women to have conversations that they wouldn't sit down and have with male colleagues, that they wouldn't have at a lunch meeting. So
it's a safe place.
Yes, indeed.
The law would offer grants to states that require cosmetologists to receive the free training, which thousands have taken in their states already.
This was an opportunity for us to say to our colleagues, our states have had these programs and they're working well.
We have actually seen lives being saved by this legislation.
Sharon Robertson is the director of the Nashville YWCA, operating the largest domestic violence shelter in the state.
One of our citizens came to us. She was a hairstylist, and she saw information about a program that provided education to individuals who were stylists about domestic violence.
Back in Washington, the senators hope they can brush off partisanship.
How has this been received by your colleagues?
I don't think it'd be more bipartisan than this.
That's right.
NBC's Julie Sirkin is joining me now. So the senators obviously worked together before on this issue, but what makes them so confident that this bill can pass now in this very, very divided Congress?
Well, Tom, there's two parts to that. One that you just touched on, of course, they had a long working relationship, not just in the Senate, but also in the House. They've passed work on military legislation concerning women, on sex trafficking legislation, other domestic violence issues. And so they have a lot of proven success track record, really, when it comes to this. And what they say about this bill that's so important is it's not like it would require all states to implement a new law. It's not like it would mandate this training for every single state once Congress passes it. This is something, again, that is just to spread awareness. It's to offer grants to states that do require this training and make it mandatory for salon workers, for cosmetologists, in order for them to obtain their license. And for that, they think this is just a no-brainer. I do want to say, though, Tom, we talked about this a lot in the piece and in the conversation we're having right now. If you or somebody you know watching this is experiencing domestic violence at home, there is a hotline that is available for you to call. You should see that number on your screen, 1-800-799-SAFE, or you can text START to 88788. Tom?
88788 is how you text START. Hey, this was a great report. Julie, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.